Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm on Sand River Encounter Match in my Conquer. Flying solo. Had some good games in this map recently. Yeah, I don't mind Sand River. Sand River's pretty fun. To me, it's laughable to watch people go up into the mountains and just sit there all game long. It's even funnier to have them on your team and then complain about how the rest of the team died while they were in the safety of the mountains. Alright, Sand River. What do I like to do? Well, on this setup, honestly, the north is probably a little bit more important, but I still like to go the one-line flank. Generally in like mobile tanks, and I know the Conqueror isn't mobile, but I decided to mix it up. Otherwise, in my heavy tanks on this, I usually try to get to the dune in D6, as long as I have coverage from the backside. So if we own the one line, and that dune is generally pretty safe. If you go down the A line, it gets pretty clogged up. There's generally not a ton of shots that you can find unless the red team is full of morons that just drive over the dune, which is pretty nice when that happens. But generally, I just feel like it's a standoff. People are hauled down behind their dunes. They just poke their heads up, and it just becomes an arty match. And whoever's arty is the best will win the game. So, knowing that, I really don't want to poke around on those dunes. And instead, I decide to go down the flank. My scout has scouted a couple tanks. I figure we check them out, see what kind of tanks they are. And Fatherland. Let's see what the other one was. Generally, not much goes this direction. So, knowing that, I'm going to push it and push it pretty hard if I can. Obviously, depending on what they send, but T110E5, that's going to give me some trouble. Oh, there's another heavy tank back there, too. Alright, so now we are short-handed on this flank. We do have a tank destroyer in the middle of the map, which should make it pretty interesting. But I do like these dunes as hull down in my Conqueror. I feel like it bodes pretty well for me. So we're going to go for a top cap shot. We lock that in, 400 damage in the KV4, and I'm not sure if we can pen his cheeks at this distance. Probably with our APCR rounds, but I don't really want to use APCR rounds. Tried to time that shot out on E5's belly pan. Unfortunately, I was unable to get it, and that one misses right underneath. Like, there wasn't even any. There's like a small little gap in between the sand dune and the E5's belly pan, and I managed to hit in between there, so that's kind of funny. Now we shoot at the back of his turret, and that one sails way to the right. He was moving to the left, so we're way behind there. Just some terrible marksmanship on my part. Land a shot in the KV4. Might not be able to hit that E5, but this KV4's cupola is... Alright, so we back up. Not recommending you back up towards a tier 10 heavy tank like this in your Conqueror, especially when you get lit on fire pretty easily. But I figured the KV4 was going to shoot, so he finally shot. See if we can get a shot. Okay, thanks E5. He angled hull just enough for me to get that. Alright, KV4. Let's see. Let's keep the cupola shots going on this guy. I was going to say his cupola is my B, but then I thought it was inappropriate, so I decided to... You could hear the pause was the conflict in my mind, whether I should say it or not. And I figured I'd explain what happened there in that moment of silence. Alright, so it's 5-7. We are not progressing this flank as fast as I'd like it to be. Get another shot at that KV4 Scopola. That guy's got to be really excited about me. Now, I'd really like to push, but that Scourge is a dangerous tank. I feel like I can take both of them, but I probably will need my hit points. That was a terrible shot. I like flinched my shot at the last second there. Of course, it's for the kill shot, and there we get a shot. I felt like I dipped the uh, I dipped my aim at the last second there too. Just watching the mini map. So they won the North, which is sad because we pretty much our whole team was up there. However, we do have 4 tanks now heading south, so I wasn't watching the map. I'm not sure exactly when that all happened and how it all happened. Should pay closer attention to that. KB4 gets a shot into my track. T110E5 shuts him down, and they're going to close on the Scourge. So I'm going to try to get back, give my heavy some assistance here. I think he's up on top of the hill, but he might be on the other side. Yeah, you know what? Now that I look at it, it looks like he's maybe on the other side covering the cap. But he is high up there. Maybe he is up here. He's taking damage, and that's a weird place to be taking damage if he's actually up here. Yeah, okay, so he is on the other side. That makes sense now. Alright, so can we get back in our spawn, not our cap? Of course, it's an E100. It's a good, great position for an E100. Our Vanguard takes out their Arty. E5 takes out the Scourge. We lose our E100 to the Super Conch. Their Arty is on the move. It's 4-4, but they have Arty. Their Arty's on the run though, so I'm guessing that it will be 4-4. Hopefully our team can shut down Arty. At least make sure that he doesn't do anything. Alright, let's see if we can catch them. They should be coming out any second. There's no way that they went back up the one line. There's just no way that they did. Players do not have that patience. So we just want to wait. And hopefully they come out anytime. What are you guys waiting for? Hello, I don't have all day. I've already wasted enough time on a KV4. Let's get this thing going. Alright, let's see if I have a shot on Arty. No, no shot. And there they are. Well, that was embarrassing. I should have already had a shot into this chieftain. But we do land one in there. And he didn't even know that I was here. So that works out pretty good. Let's see if we can get an engine shot. No, we can't get an engine shot. We're going to keep on pushing. I can trade with them. I got a lot of health. He does not. So we get an engine shot and a tracking shot. And hopefully I can get him to bounce. If I don't get him to bounce, it's going to be kind of awkward. He hits my ammo rack, and I missed my shot. So that was tragic. But I do keep a small repair kit and a large repair kit on my Conqueror. Generally, I don't have a real good reason for that. But we are up to 4,200 damage. We blocked 1,100. We have 363 assist damage. And my T110E5 is still pretty healthy, so I feel like we can pull this down. And I just don't think that Chieftain and Super Conch are going to pull out anymore. They know that I'm up here. There's only 7 minutes left. We have to make a better play. So I'm going to open up an angle and just try to cover the back of that E5. Like I showed in my Tier 7 Leo match. Generally, when you have a guy in the middle, you need to try to protect him, and he's very exposed to different angles. So it's very important to make sure that if they are shooting at him, that I'm covering him and making them pay for that. I am outspotted, but thankfully their Arty's dead, so I don't have to worry too much about getting shot by an angle that I'm not sure of where they're at. And there's the Object 140. I'm pretty sure he was the one targeting us. And like I said, he was probably just looking for shots on the E5, not expecting me to come over here and cover the E5. We got 6 minutes left though, and we need to kill at least 2 tanks for it to at least get sent into a tiebreaker. And if we get to a tiebreaker, you always want to count the heavies, see who has the most hit points. It looks like they had the most heavies, so we should win that. But now that I think about it, this is an encounter match, so there isn't a tiebreaker. Like, I think it just goes. You think after playing for 4 years that I wouldn't understand and know the mechanics, but. Object 140 is taking full advantage of his Russian heat, shooting through my drive wheel. It's kind of annoying. So my E5 has had enough, probably shooting at a hull down chieftain. Maybe super conch, I'm not sure which heavy he was fighting there. If that 140 wanted to, he could just come down the 0, go down the K line, and come fight me one-on-one and probably dominate Conqueror. Conqueror's got good rate of fire, but the 140 is just too fast, and a higher DPM. Should be able to take a Conqueror one-on-one every single day. Now the E5 makes a strange play. He goes up into the desert, which is going to expose him from multiple angles rather than being down in the dip. But he does take down the Kurovitz, so that's a solid play by him. Looking for a shot in the 140, get a nice cupola snipe there. Pixel sniping in the Conqueror. I mean, British guns, that's what they can do. I ask him to fall back, so I really want him to force them up over the ridge a little bit more so I can give him some help. And now I wish I really hadn't rotated from my other position, because I should have side shots on them from being up over in this dune. So I'm going to move to try to continually cover the E5. And there's the super conch. Alright, so we get a shot into the side of the super conch. Hopefully we can take the super conch here. And I'm sure the super conch has beautiful shots on my E5. Yeah, sure enough, he's the one that kills him. And I bounced the shell off the upper plate of the super conch, and that was tragedy because I really needed to kill that guy. Alright, let's see. Throw one at the 140, get a critical hit. His heat shells could probably just pound right through the top of my cupola, so I need to get out of here. Not to mention I'm going to have a super conqueror pushing on me. Now I'm just trying to guess which way are they going to go. If I was the 140, I'd already tried to take care of the conqueror, but he hasn't. I still think he's probably going to go be lazy, go down the 8 line. If I were him, I'd go down the 0 and just make sure I get the full flank of the conqueror. And then the chieftain is a little bit faster than the super conch, so he's probably going to be trailing the 140. And then the super conqueror is going to be behind him. So if this works out right and they're really aggressive, thinking that they can just come destroy me, I might be able to sneak out of this if they give me a 1v1v1. Now there's 140. He was lazy, but I will give him credit because that move got me spotted as I had to get over that dune. So my play wouldn't have done that. And then the conqueror obviously would still have 700 hit points. But I had to take shell from the super conqueror and almost the 140 because of his play there. But now I know where he is, and I know that this location is going to give me a great endgame scenario. I do only have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get this done, so I gotta start working pretty hard. Get a shot into his engine deck, and got this lovely dune here. Get a shot into his upper plate. And we are down to some APCRs and some HE. This guy is taking a long time to kill. So we get another shot into him. We really need to make sure this one lands. If this one doesn't land, it's going to be pretty rough. Oh my god. And then I shoot high and hit the bottom part of his turret. Alright, go for an engine deck shot again. We take him down. We've got a minute 40 to kill a chieftain and a super conqueror. That is going to be pretty tough. This guy's only 2 shots though, so hopefully we can take him down. Go for an engine deck shot. We missed that. Now we're going to move in, close the distance. We just have to get this work done. The reward's worth the risk here. So we get the chieftain. He mistimes his shot. I think he reloads before me, just probably a fraction of a second. But he wasn't confident with his shot because I was hull down. I had his side, so I got him. And we have 2 APCRs left. Fluff a shot on the engine deck. Did that just drop right into the dune? Well, that's frustrating. This guy has gotten away with a couple shots that I feel like should have been square into his side. Alright, so we use our last APCR round, and I'll be honest, guys, I was not paying attention. There I realized that I was down to HE when I seen the explosion against the dune back there, and I'm like, oh my god. Well, I hold down super conch. It's not the worst thing in the world to be shooting HE at him, especially with 38 seconds left, but I did mistime that shot, which was frustrating. So we do 140 damage. We've been over 100 damage on every single shot with the HE that we've landed. He's only got 90 hit points, so I should be able to kill him here. I don't know what that shot was. If I was trying to go for the last shell, last kill ribbon. All right, that was tragedy. I think I hit his heat shield, and that's probably because didn't I didn't aim my gun. I only used I didn't zoom in and aim. I only aimed with my reticle. I didn't think it was going to matter too much, as long as I was up on top of his turret. But it did when I pulled the trigger. It looked like I was a little low. So had I aimed that through the barrel, I probably would have been able to land a better shot. And it comes down to a draw. 700 and there's 7,400 damage wasted. What a tragic game. The Chieftain had a nice game, 6,700 damage, 2 kills. But I missed shots in the Chieftain and the Super Conch that I felt like the Conch could land. And then I got repaid with the 140 Cupola shot and some other ones that maybe I shouldn't have landed. But whatever, it is what it is. What a fun game in the Conqueror. I'll quit babbling. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.